is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday, September the 8th, 2021. 1892, on this day, an early version of the Pledge of Allegiance appeared in the Youth's Companion magazine. I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's the birthday of the writer Ann Beatty, born in Washington, D.C., 1947. Author of novels and short stories about baby boomers. First writings appeared in the early 70s in the New Yorker magazine. It's the birthday of the novelist Grace Matalias, born in Manchester, New Hampshire, 1924, author of Peyton Place, which caused a great stir when it came out in 1956. She was the stay-at-home mother of 3 children, and she wrote the book to help her husband pay the bills. It was on this day, 1952, Ernest Hemingway published The Old Man and the Sea. He'd been living in Cuba, working on an epic novel, couldn't quite get it right, decided to publish a small piece of it, just 27,000 words. Came out at the end of August in Life magazine, and in September published by Scribner. It was a comeback for Hemingway. His last major work had been For Whom the Bell Tolls 12 years earlier. His book Across the River and Into the Trees, published in 1950, was panned by all the critics who reviewed it. But The Old Man and the Sea changed all of that. Life magazine sold 5 million copies in 2 days, and it was a bestseller in book form, in which he wrote, "The shark swung over, and the old man saw his eye was not alive, and then he swung over once again, wrapping himself in 2 loops of the rope. The old man knew that he was dead, but the shark would not accept it. Then, on his back, with his tail lashing and his jaws clicking, the shark plowed over the water as a speedboat does. The water was white where his tail beat it, and 3/4 of his body was clear above the water. When the rope came taut, shivered, and then snapped. The shark lay quietly for a little while on the surface, and the old man watched him. Then he went down, very slowly." A passage in which the old fisherman says, "Man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated." Here's a poem for today by Kate Barnes, entitled The Hay Rake. One evening I stopped by the field to watch the hay rake, drawn toward me by 2 black, tall, ponderous horses, who stepped like conquerors over the fallen oat stalks, light-shot dust at their heels, long shadows before them. At the ditch, the driver turned back in a wide arc, the off-horse scrambling, the near-horse pivoting neatly. The big side delivery rake came about with a shriek. Its tines were crashing, the iron-bound tongue groaned aloud. Then hop, diamond, hop, duke, and they set off west, trace deep in dust, going straight into the low sun. The clangor grew faint, distance and light consumed them. A fiery chariot rolled away in a cloud of gold and faded slowly, brightness dying into brightness. The groaning iron, the prophesying wheels, the mighty horses with their necks like storms, all disappeared. Nothing was left but a track of dust that climbed like smoke up the evening wind. The Hay Rake, poem by Kate Barnes, from Where the Deer Were, published by David R. Godine and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, funded by donations from listeners like you. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.